Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. On that visitor's sideline, you can look at the Washington head coach. His guys were winners a week ago, but the victories have been few and far between this season. On the other side, you've got the head coach. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. Early rhythm he was able to establish. He rode that to the final whistle. He had an answer for everything the defense threw at him. He continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate. This is going to be a hard group to beat.
He'll send the receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Henderson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. That is caught by Bryant. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for Washington.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quick throw taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
24-yard gain.
They get 24 on that one. First down, Washington.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Holding offense.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
It's a gain of 16. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This will be a 46-yard attempt. His kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Thompson to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9. Thompson. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Thompson. And that is incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
A 47-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Ravens will tie the game at 3 apiece.
So let's give the kicker some credit. Not only was it a really good save by the holder, but his ability to make that kick when the timing wasn't right is a lot easier said than done. So we're going to get to the sideline. Long snapper's got to do his side of the bargain here, and they've got to be better the next time out.
The Commanders' offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And a strong first down run. Pick up of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Once more, it's Henderson. And I don't think he's got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he will have the Commanders' first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. He's going to keep this again. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Going up top. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now, Thompson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Thompson now to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On comes the punter now, as he's standing right around his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Throwing, Thompson. Kick hitting slant there. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece to score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with first and 10. Turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Here's Thompson. The throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
Now, on third and 2, they'll try and throw for it. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Raven first down.
Baltimore, first down.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. running there, and the right side, he did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now, faking the give. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Ravens. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
This is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
He'll look to throw. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the guns. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Washington. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, looked like he may have a seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's the throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 15-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
First down.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 more yards.
So, a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard. And it's 1st and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Hand off, and it's Henderson. The ball's out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll give on the ground. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup.
He'll drop to throw. He takes off. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Going to pick up a gain of 18, and it sets up first and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They're in a 10-point hold, 13-3. This drive starts with first down. Up the middle, it's Henderson. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
back to throw. And this is going to backfire in a big way. He's out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
It is 3rd and long. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Thompson to throw. in trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. Thompson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Thompson. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
At the 36-yard line. 2 yards on.
Here's a designed run. He'll step up and run. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Quick throw, taken in. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll look to throw again. That one taken in. Touchdown, Commanders. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Commanders are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Commanders 10.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Now, Thompson. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. No signal. Timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He's going to air this one out. He's got it to the goal line and in. Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players. But for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our trip around the league starts now. In the Motor City, the Lions at home to take on their NFC North rivals, the Bears. And here goes Isaiah Pacheco.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their two-way star, Travis Hunter, set to take over once more. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note. He comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. First down throw there is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven first down. They'll stay on the ground. They bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down. A couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 5.
Thompson now to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball's incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing Thompson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ravens bring their punt team out. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. He'll bring this up to the 22. Savion Jones on the tackle. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Open man, and that's Bryant. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Gain of 7.
They'll go with the sneak, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup.
They send the tight end in motion.
At the 37-yard line.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll throw here on third and short. A pickup there of 13. First down, Washington.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now, faking the give. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
At the 37-yard line.
Here's Thompson. The throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll have it across midfield down to the opposing 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Third and a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to fight any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders about to send this one away. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Ravens offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. Set to go now on first and 10. They showed jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
It's a gain of 7.
From the 43, here's second and 3. Back to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. They'll come up to third and 3. Now they'll set up to throw. This ball inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Thompson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll have a Commanders first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That one pulled in by Bryant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll throw here on third and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Oh, that's a great job there defensively. They know exactly where that first down marker is. It looked for a minute like he was going to be able to pick up enough yards to convert on that fourth down, but he doesn't. He's just shy, and that is a great stand here by this defense.
Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back.
Nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Third and 3.
Thompson to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he is very close to the first down. But an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Commanders' offense getting their final. Very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw. taken in. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
To number 82. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Ravens' 47-yard.
They'll throw out of the gun. There's that man again. Another catch. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henderson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
10 yards. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Game on. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Washington. His 12th touchdown of the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. To throw is Thompson. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing, Thompson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for a Washington first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Here comes 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. That's to the left side in the hands of Bryant. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Ravens offense and their two-way star, Travis Hunter, set to take over once more. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And with the defense out of timeouts, they cannot stop the clock. Just a couple of kneel downs should do it. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago. And they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.